right, we've got a review here today. This was sent into the channel by Jensen Tong, and it is a cute little radio. I really like the form factor. Looks like the build quality is nice, and so we'll be taking a look at this. Before we turn it on, though, let's take it apart, see what's inside, how this thing is constructed, and we'll take a look at a schematic also of what actually this thing entails. Alright, let's open this thing up. I've taken the screws out the front already. So, let's see, what can we do here? Let me get in a little bit closer. Alright, so the front panel comes off, and it's on a ribbon cable, so this is very nice. This is a really nice design. And I really like this front panel. Oh, this is nice. I'm going to take a lot of hints from this one. These switches here are put on reverse mode. I haven't seen these switches before. It looks like they're bought this way. They're bent so that they're gull wing upside down, and the switch is basically inside out. That's really cool. I really like that. And I've seen the encoders put on backwards. I don't know if this one is purchased this way or they have to actually bend it around the other way. My guess is they might have bent it around the other way, but I don't really know. Maybe you can buy them this way now. So this is a really nice way of making a front panel. I really like this. This would be very useful for all kinds of projects. Just build this and then build a lot of projects around it. I mean, change the artwork on it, but you have a display, switches, and a knob. I mean, what else do you need, right? Even have some louvers here for getting air in and out. So, yeah, this is a super nice design. I like this. All right, so we can take the back up a bit here now. We can take the top off, and it has a giant speaker. Look at the size of that speaker. Wow, 3-watt speaker, 8 ohms. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's on a connector here. I'll go ahead and pull the pull the speaker off. All right, there we go. And this PC board is also super cool because it's made to be built 2 different ways. You can put the switches on the board. You can put the shaft encoder or the rotary encoder on the board. You can put the display on the board and get rid of this ribbon cable. So if you don't load the ribbon cable connector, you can make this all self-contained. You don't need the front panel. It's super cool to have a PC board that you can build 2 different ways. So this is obviously a Arduino type chip. Let me see if I can read it. It is. It is a 328 at Mega. It is a Mega 328 Atmel. We have a couple other surface mount parts. We have a, wow, can't hardly read this one. This might be a, the lighting is just really on the edge of being able to read these parts. Let me take a look at a couple other ones. Then I think I have a schematic for this thing, so we'll take a look at the schematic. Yeah, there we go. This is an SI 7344732A. Alright, so that is the radio on a chip, okay? So this is a great project that's been around a while. A lot of people homebrewed this first, and then it kind of got picked up and made into a product like this. But all of the source code and everything, this is a great project if you want to build your own. You know, not to buy one of these already put together, but if you wanted to build your own, you basically get one chip, and an Arduino, and you basically can build a radio. I mean, that's really all you really need. The rest of it is just, to run the display or the switches or whatever. Everything is done with that one tiny little chip there. But we'll take a look at the schematic. But first, let's look at the build quality of this thing. The battery is under here. It's a nice, pretty good sized battery. It has a nice BNC on the back. The build quality of this thing is very, very good. Very impressive build quality. So yeah, hats off to this one, whoever put this together. Very, very nice. Part of it has to do with the great design to begin with, but the construction quality of this is very nice. All right, let's put this one back together. I'll take a couple shots here for close up, and then we'll put it back together and take a look at the schematic. All right, so here's the magic in this box here. It is this radio on a chip. This is the SI 4734, and we can see down here maybe a block diagram. Well, let me just read some things here. So it has a FM support, 64 to 108 megahertz. So it has AM support, 520 to 1700 kilohertz. Shortwave, 2.3 to 26. Long wave, 153 to 279 kilohertz. Let's see, VCO, gain, filter. Yeah, it's got everything in it, right? It's got really, really everything in it. So let's take a look at the block diagram. That's more interesting for me. So antenna. So there's one section here where the FM comes in, and then there's a separation inductor here, so that the lower frequencies come down this way into the AM detector. Low noise amplifiers, automatic gain controls, mixers, local oscillator, A to D converters, to the IQ, DSP, and then DAC outputs, left channel, right channel for stereo. This thing has everything in it. There's a low IF. Wow. It's got everything you need. And then it's just controlled with a serial interface, right? Yeah. So there you go. Get a chip and build a radio, and that's really all you need. Let's see here. I've got a schematic, I think. This is probably pretty representative of what we've got. Like I said, there's lots of projects based off of this thing. So here's the Arduino. Calls out a Pro Mini on this one. This is the display. A little I2C display. Here's the rotary encoder. Here are the switches. And then here's the chip. And that's kind of what you need. Yeah, there you go. So mode, bandwidth, band up, band down, AGC, and step. Now, those are all of these buttons here. This one has an extra button on the back, or extra switch, I should say, on the back, which is FM, AM single sideband. So it has a switch here to go between FM and AM. So instead of doing the wire, let's go back to that other. Let's go back to the other diagram here. They actually have a switch here to either go to the FM or the AM. So they switch the antenna between these two instead of hooking them together. So that's what they decided to do in this radio. There's a charge LED in the back. Headphones. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm not on camera here. So on-off switch. LED charged. Here's the mini USB connector. Headphone jack. This is the FM single sideband antenna selection, BNC antenna. Yeah, super nice radio. Super nice radio. All right. So what's my impression of the radio? Well, like I said, the build quality is really good. As far as functionality, it seems like it's an okay chip. It's probably used in a lot of radios these days. The thing that I don't like about it is every time you turn the knob, it cuts out. So it's not a continuous receive. Every time you click the knob, the receiver cuts out and then cuts back in again. So you're always getting these choppy signals when you're tuning. So I really don't like that. The step could be a little bit finer. It goes down to 1 kilohertz steps, but it could be a little bit finer than that. Maybe there's a mode for that. Maybe if you hold it down or something. I don't know what the menu system of this thing is, but that was a complaint of mine. Otherwise, you know, the sound quality is pretty good on it. It's super tiny and cute, so I do like that. So yeah, there you go. I'll leave you with a bunch of sample receives, AM, FM, and shortwave and stuff like that. It does not have CW mode. It has upper and lower sideband and AM, but it does not have CW. But yeah, there you go.
To Jesus for that call, but the computerized strike zone showed as being right in the corner. That it was a two-seam fastball that drifted back to catch the corner.
Be risk-free. So that number to call is 1-800-971-2.
You'll be happy. Once somebody hot switches one of those things by mistake, and that's